question for you. Have you ever paused to wonder where the food you eat actually comes from? I don't mean where it was grown or where it was raised, but I mean where it was actually prepared. For example, what about the topping on the pizza you had in that pizza parlor the other night? Or the meatball in that frozen TV dinner you had the other day? You may be surprised to learn that in many instances, if not most instances, those toppings were not prepared in the pizza parlor, and that meatball was not prepared by the frozen TV dinner company manufacturer. They may well have been prepared right here in the building behind me. Although you may never have heard of them, this is the headquarters of 5 Star Custom Foods located here in Fort Worth, Texas. 5 Star is one of the nation's largest producers of extruded beef products, and in a typical week they will cook and prepare over 2 million pounds of various beef products that will end up in recipes of restaurants from coast to coast and in packaged products that can be found on the grocery store shelves of virtually every grocery store in America. To put it bluntly, this is an amazing story of an absolutely extraordinary company. The company's president is Jeff Bledsoe.
Well, we're a custom manufacturer of food ingredients for other food manufacturers and for national restaurant chains. We do primarily meat ingredients. If they want a meat ingredient that's got a large piece size, or it's irregular in shape, or very uniform in shape, they define the characteristics that are important to them about the product, and it's our job to then develop that product and produce it on a large scale at an economical cost.
From this facility, we service mostly food service companies and industrial service companies. Food service will be sold in restaurants and chains out to the public. The industrial companies will take it into further processing for their particular product.
I think 5 Star is reliable. They do what they say they're going to do. I think they're innovative. They're not stuck into a box and say, here's what we produce. You know, do you like this? If not, you know, we're not the company for you. They try to work with us and say, hey, you know, here's what we can do. Here's how we can help meet your needs. So they're very collaborative. They're just very honest and sincere. It's like a great partner relationship. I rely on the chef at 5 Star to be the expert at what 5 Star can produce. So like we may have ideas from our perspective of what we'd like to do with a food product. And it's that collaboration together in developing a food product. The 5 Star chef helps us to say, yeah, we can do that, or you know what, we could do this better. So it's a very collaborative development process that happens.
I can help them do some work on their research and development, or they can come to us to give us an existing product that they would like us to make.
And are the things spread out here on the table some examples of recipes you're doing or have done?
Yes, yes. This simple spaghetti and meat sauce right here that worked on for a company uses one of our meat pieces that we make downstairs in our thermal screw process, and then we go into the kettle and make a tomato sauce, so spaghetti and meat sauce. This here is a King Ranch chicken, kind of a twist on that, using an extruded chicken piece that we make. We've got a couple pizza type applications. This is just a flatbread pizza with some Italian sausage that we make downstairs as well.
We're going to take a tour of our facility. It'll be a 2-part tour in 2 different areas. The first place we'll go to will be the grinding room, and that is where our meat is taken from the very raw product, ground. Right here we have our dumpers, which take the product from the combo from a very raw state, and then we dump it into our grinders. From there we begin our first stage of grinding. We're at the very beginning stage of processing. We are now going through a system checkup. This is step 1.
Number 1, we've got to have good suppliers. I mean, that's where it starts. For us to be able to support our customers the way they need to be supported, we have to have good suppliers. If you have good suppliers, then the conversations about how you manage that price risk is a lot easier, because you're working with them every week. If we're working with them one week and then not the next, it's hard to have those same kind of conversations where they're helping you get where you need to be for your customer relationship.
Steve, why do you think this company is considered so good? What's your version of that?
Our culture here is around providing help to each other in terms of how we get the job done, and providing feedback to each other about, hey, where was a shortfall, or how can we be better at what we're doing. And so we have a culture of people that understand that to be better, we've got to be honest with each other and tell them what we need. And I think that's the secret of our success, is we've got really great people that understand that premise, and hey, because I'm telling you you made a mistake, it doesn't mean you're a bad person. It means I'm trying to help you so we can help each other create a better outcome.
This is one of our grinders right here. We will take the meat, we will grind it in the first stage. So we've taken it from the raw stage from our suppliers, from our meat suppliers. We'll grind it into a white combo. From that area, it'll go into blending. It goes into the blender, and at the same time, it's chilled with the spices and all the ingredients that make a complete batch. It's chilled and then taken to a final grinder. This is what we call an airplane mixer. It has a long shaft down inside with a propeller down at the end that we use to mix up certain ingredients. So from this hopper, the meat goes inside, transferred up inside of this auger, which is just a giant screw, down into this final grinder. From this point, meat is ground. This is the final stage. This room has been engineered to be very versatile. You have about 4 or 5 different hoppers and dumpers, so we can run different products. Different products cover different recipes. We use pork, chicken, beef, all of your major meat groups. But we can also add a variety of spices, TVP. There's a great deal of versatility in here. It's been very well engineered.
5 Star sells you more than just the product. They sell you everything that goes along with the product. So from my perspective, from a product development side, when you're working with them, you're developing a specific ingredient that has the nutritional background that you're looking for, that has the financial costings that you need, that has the flavor, the texture, and the performance. A lot of times you have to design a food product that would be very specific and unique for a specific application. A meatball that you would use on a sandwich would be different than a meatball that you would use in a spaghetti sauce. And so I would work very closely with the gentleman here to develop this product to fit our application and what was needed there.
Quality is not an accident. We have a great team approach here at 5 Star. We have the team approach between quality, maintenance, and production, and we all work together as a team to produce safe, quality products for our customers. Here is our freezer where we have the collection point for all of our micro samples as well as all of our retain samples. And we also have a number of control samples to where our QA techs, our production individuals can pull these samples and actually touch and feel a sample and know what it is supposed to look like to make sure that we are following what our customers' expectations are. We are the nerve center for all the records, for all the products that we produce on our lines. We have customer specifications specific to their product, and we have a special record just for them. We are an FDA and a USDA inspected facility, and we have a number of records that we need to keep for USDA and FDA. We basically take samples of every product, every line, every day, and we retain those samples for 1 year.
From this point, the product drops into this holding hopper, and it has another auger here that will transfer the product into our dual head metal detector. There, drops into one of these big combos here. That's finished goods. From this point, it's labeled, weighed, entered into the system, we scan it. From that point, it goes to shipping and receiving to be sent to the customer.
How do we define quality here? We define it in 2 ways: food safety and work safety. We use the acronym STARS: service, technology, attention to detail, responsiveness, and safety, which is here last, but it's really the most important guiding principle at 5 Star Custom Foods. And as I said before, the way that we define quality in terms of quality food is a safe food, and a quality work environment is a safe work environment.
5 Star doesn't have their own line of products. We develop products for specific needs that are defined by our customers. If our customer is looking to solve a particular problem, it's our job to help in that process. So they'll define to us what they're looking for in terms of flavor, size, appearance, and then we develop that product very quickly and then produce it on a large scale.
And there you are, the truly amazing story of 5 Star Custom Foods, one of the nation's premier manufacturers of prepared food products. I'm Doug Llewelyn reporting from Fort Worth, Texas.